Here. Nope, wrong way. No, that one does it onto that other quarter. Okay, so that to there, that to over there. That across. Open chest. What's this one called? It's called Unidentified Ruins. Ruins. Hmm. Uh, Middle to bottom left. Bottom left to top right. To top left. Bottom left to top left. Top left to top right. Top right to bottom right. Bottom right to middle. Change domination from the word kills an enemy. They receive a statting +5 bonus to willpower until the end of combat. +15 willpower, plus 15 bonus perception, but a -5 penalty to willpower. Puzzle at the unidentified ruin. Yep, stay up there. Abelard. Henritz. Argenta. Pasquale. There.
Didn't flinch.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Naturally.
Here. There.
Vengeance will be swift.
Favorite enemy.
I won't object to it.
Charge in. Death Whisper.
See to it.
Nail him.
Won't object to it.
Rejoice in battle.
Good dodge.
As the Emperor for you, my Emperor. I'll do it.
Boop.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Good shit.
I'll do it.
There we go.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Fine, back up.
Indeed.
Favorite enemy.
At your beck and call.
Good shit.
It will be done. At your
Provocation.
beck and call.
Boop, 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 boop.
The shadows will see it done. Killing brings me no pleasure. As honor ordains,
Boop.
come, the other side awaits.
Pop.
Trust me. As the tenets demand. The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Get it going.
Death is a blessing.
Come back over to here.
Death is a blessing. The
Nail
shadows
him.
will see it.
Is there money to be made?
Up this way. Jump.
Let us not dawdle.
Slowly but surely, she's becoming more Mexican. I told her to go. Told her a different way, and that's really funny.
That's fucking hilarious, honestly.
Yeah.
Peculiar thing.
I better
Haha.
myself through my service.
There'll be another one right there. Yep.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. I will fight if I must.
My little murder doth bitch. She literally murders everything. She just dances around with
That's the
swords.
one you were telling me about.
Yeah, she just jumps around with swords, just massacring fucking everything. It's great. I love her. Put Pasquale over there. His name's Pascal, but I call him Pasquale. That's the fucking chef at in the Chuck E. Cheese like lineup. That's the chef.
Chili?
It's either the chef or that's Chuck E. Cheese's real name, like Pasquale Cheese.
I don't know shit.
I
about
don't
Chuck E.
remember
Cheese.
exactly.
I don't remember ever going to Chuck E. Cheese. So.
I had a birthday there. Yep, Abelard, you go up there. You literally are. It's impossible for her to miss single shots.
Mm-hmm.
I have a thing on her. Where is it? Blessed bolter casing. Single attached with bolter weapons automatically hit the target.
Nice.
So it can be a 1% shot, but she's still gonna snipe their ass.
Hits.
Doggo. You're fine where you are. Oh, fuck, she goes first. Alright, this is gonna hurt, but run through that.
Mercy and retribution.
Oh, the damage.
Now, jump to here.
Trust me. Your soul be purged. Come, the other side awaits.
I forgot you're all the guys with fucking bombs on you.
Lots of blades and shadows. As honor ordains. I shall will not die in dishonor. Pleasure. I cannot serve you in this way. Trust me.
There. Alright. You can't clear out any more people. Instead, run to here.
As the Emperor... I'll do it.
That didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Each strike is a prayer. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Emperor, protect me.
Emperor, protect me.
None of you are built up yet.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. My vow is to serve.
Boop.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
This way. It's as good as done.
Boop.
I'll make it happen.
Can you make it?
Who, if not me?
Got him down.
I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance. Here's my perfect moment.
I
Do another
am
free
your
turn.
blade and shield. As the tenets demand, let your soul be purged. As
Jump to
honor
here.
death is a blessing. Though I gave thee my blood and my pain, thou hast ordained that I shall live.
Oof, that hurt. Over to here. Charge
Will
him.
be done. Reduced to dust. I will do my duty. You a target.
Break the shield back out. Three left. Up to here.
Offering of blood. I shall not fail. Killing brings me no pleasure.
You can't move anywhere.
Shields me. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. Eradicate it. I refuse. As the Emperor
What do you mean you
commands,
refuse?
I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer. The Emperor favors me today.
But
I always
right?
keep my options open.
Chart a course. This is gonna be bad. All right, we already seen this.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
You're going first. Put the sister right there.
The Shadow
Boop.
blade whisk come. The other side awaits.
They're finished off.
Let your soul be purged. As a tenant's death is a blessing. I will leave footprints of scarlet. As honor ordained, come. The other
Basically
side
cleared this whole area.
Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. I shall not fail.
Jump.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens
Where are we gonna be at? Like, we cleared the front line. Artist Prey.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows.
That's it for you.
I must not falter.
Good fucking kill.
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
Guards in right there. Leave there.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
And Ritz. Set that up. Knight him.
More trouble than it's worth.
Good dodge. Good hit.
Faith without victory. In thy light I stand.
Was a free hit.
Thy light I crave. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it.
We go.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
It's as good as done. I'll
Charge
see
him
to it
down.
personally.
Nail him. To here. Bam.
Your numbers mean nothing to me. Brace yourself, Pamela.
Right, you stay where you are.
Mere pain won't stop me.
Death.
This is perfect.
Silence.
Rookies!
As honor. Death is a blessing. As the
Right
tenant
there.
brings me no pleasure. The shadows will death is a blessing. I
Under
bring
there.
mercy and retribution.
Break their morale! Stay vigilant.
You guys are all fucked. Let's say we got 2 of you over there. Pop that. Mark you as prey. Slap that there.
Just a minor setback. It will
Fucking
be
hit him.
done. Indeed.
Charge.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
A temporary setback.
There is only death.
Always keep your
To the expanse.
Or mine.
Alright, made it in time. Can't wait to get you some fucking power armor. Move to there. Fire. Come on, hit. Boarding party. Hey, and they all made a batch. One turn till boarding action. Can get hits. Dead. Okay, so he wants nothing to do with me. I'm about to say, dumbass, don't go in there. This side. You wait. It's not good. Here. Fire on him. Turn to there. Make the hit. Come on. Very good. Put you out that way. Time for you to make a fucking choice there, bud. Yep, that's right. Turn and run. Right towards the bombers. Shit.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Should have attacked him. My son, Lord Captain, this time he is not reporting yet another attack, but alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Joe's aides have reported that said leader will be heading on an attack on the Paradise World Drantius. There is one catch. The planet belongs to Caldos Winterscale, another road trader. Master General noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an intrusion into somebody else's territory. The Governor Adrantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins, and if your void ship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing. Well, Captain, we've received word of Avad's message from the rescue vessel. The ship's commander sends his inordinate thanks for your assistance and reports that a shuttle has been dispatched to deliver something to our ship. It seems the captain has decided to personally thank you for saving his hide. As soon as the transfer takes place, the ship will depart the system. I imagine they are worried about the integrity of their whole riddled bucket and want to get as far away from this perilous system as they can. 24 to 36. That's not bad. $24 to 31. That's a higher max. $10 to 15, $14 to 20. I can do this back down to football. But I need to pick up more. Trust in the navigator's judgment and approach the warp storm. Bastards. It got us an extra 2. That's not good.
Your heresy ends here.
Alright, so we got pink horrors. Pasquale. Argenta. Put me right there. Lock that fucker down.
No. I shall not fail.
Put 20 stats of bleeding on.
Trust me.
Does this work with this?
This goes against the tenets. My blade whispers your name. Killing brings me no pleasure. As the tenets demand, let your soul be purged. Trust me.
Boop.
As honor ordained. Come. The other side awaits.
Take one out.
The shadows will see it done.
Those ones are falling back. Down here. That's fine. Spray.
Request denied.
That stack on. Throw that on. Alright, he's affected by burning. Charge him down. Favorite enemy. Reckless strike.
I took care of this one.
Yeah, he's dead.
Reading damage to bulk.
Shit.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Fire.
The enemy the Emperor will be undone.
Fuck it, hit him.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. That is not the Emperor's will. Doubt is
Nail him.
weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Butter. Get over to here. Go.
But of course, be gone.
Hit him.
Naturally.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
I got one more pink left.
Scorn the pain.
Aim for the heart next time.
Oh.
I am your
Go right there.
blade and shield. Trust me.
This.
As honor ordains.
Get to here.
The scripture's insignificant value.
They are very dead.
At your beck and call.
Nail him.
It will be done. At your beck and call. Indeed. One fewer target.
100 damage. Fuck yeah.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature. I'll make
This.
it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Fetch. Fetch.
On it. I'll see to it personally.
Pain cleanses the body. I'll do it.
Alright, fuck it. Bam.
Strike is a prayer.
I need a foothold.
Ah, I forgot you were right there.
Vengeance will be swift. I won't object to it.
And hit him.
See to it. For the throne's glory.
that'll be it. Actually,
A dance of blades and shadows.
You could do worse, but not by much.
why did you solely focus him?
Trust me. As honor ordains.
My vow is to serve the Omnissiah
Oh,
condemns you.
Accept your
Henritz?
lot.
Let's see to it. I won't
Cleave.
object to it. I'm done with this one. Let's see to it.
Holy terror, smite your enemies. Be gone.
and they're all dead.
I always
It's nothing.
Let's get the fuck out of there. Watson intercepted a distress signal coming from an Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belongs to the planetary fleet of Doris, the capital of the Van Valsius dynasty. The transmission is repeated at regular intervals, but the message itself is corrupted. A cacophony of requests for help, groans, and shouts. What in the world? Is it your name that they are shouting, Lord Captain? Alright, more fuel. There we go. Get more plasteel.
Thanks to Sister Argenta's efforts, the streets of Footfall are now a little cleaner.
Agile
Destroying the
mutants.
cult cell is a
your downfall.
You asked for it!
It's a lot of mutants. That. Set up over there. Go, Henritz.
Emperor, protect me.
The Omnissiah knows all,
Bop.
comprehends all.
Go.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Spontaneous mutation.
I've faced worse than this.
Significant value.
That do.
As the Emperor
For
comes
you.
eradicated. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Shoot that fucker.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Don't touch me.
Bastard.
I shall not fail.
And him.
As honor. Killing brings me no pleasure. The shadows will see it done.
Jump back up to there.
Trust me.
I'd say there's a good 20.
I shall not fail. Trust me. Is a blessing.
Oof.
Abelard. This way.
Get
To
me
here.
a target. I won't object to it.
And with that.
But of course, Lord
Close into
Count,
there. Get this cast on you.
naturally.
High momentum.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Charge him down.
At your beck and call.
Heal yourself.
The healing is much appreciated.
Not even worried about it.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Stop fucking kicking us over.
I am his will made manifest. I'll do
Fire.
it. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. I will not.
Nail him.
Better not be intentional.
Most likely not.
Death comes in silence.
Give me a jump.
As honor ordained, let your soul be purged. My blade.
I thought too highly of your skills.
Actually, how much stat bleed do you have? 17. That should be enough to end you, I hope.
Trust me. I shall not fail. As honor ordained, let your soul be purged. Trust me. Come, the other side
I
awaits.
won't go down easy.
We only have 2 left.
High momentum.
Don't let your guard down.
Ah,
Here's my perfect moment.
good kill.
I'll make it happen.
Magenta.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Boop, boop.
For the throne's glory.
Charge.
Your reckoning is due.
I will not die in dishonor.
Pick them up. Over here. Come on. Over here. Machine spirits stay silent in the attempt to reach the dead systems. Goods.
Rise to the top.
or get left in the dust.
Clear this area.
Operation successful.
Distraction cape. The cape lowers all enemies' perception by minus fellowship within 5 cells. Alright. To the
Compared to
passage.
naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Close range. Do not let them get to the sarcophagus. Let's say it's a navigator. Jesus. Mutated Enforcer. Another rabbit ship crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion characteristic of navigators, not with his whole hand, but with 2 fingers moving from left to right and back, as to not touch the third eye by accident. This movement is the only sign of fatigue he allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as if he did not just emerge from a grueling battle and is simply greeting you on the bridge of an uneventful day. My dreams, your lordship. There is no need for introductions. I know the heir of the Von Velshi line by sight. I am Han of House Cassini, the navigator on this vessel, and as the senior surviving officer, I assume command after the incident. As Han speaks, others glare at you with dour attention. Up close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredible grotesque deformities, the same as the muttering madmen who attacked you. However, Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. What happened to the ship and the crew, Han? The ship is assigned to Port Doris. Some time ago, the captain was instructed to deliver a package urgently by hand to you, your lordship. We were even shown a pic of your face. The navigator's voice seems calm, yet there is tension in his eyes, which are trained on you. The disaster struck during the warp jump. I will never know all the details, as I was preoccupied with my primary duties. But for some reason, the captain decided to open the passageway that, as you may have noticed, had a most destructive impact on the crew. The captain stated a chaos artifact, a chaos bomb, if you will, the moment it was removed from the protective cocoon. The crew began to lose their minds and mutate. The first to be affected was the captain and the senior officers, but the effect spread with incredible speed. Every deck was consumed by it, every last one. The raging mutants, no longer sane, damaged many systems. The ship was in distress and would have almost certainly been destroyed if I hadn't not resorted to making an emergency exit from the warp. The people you see here are the only survivors, or rather the only ones who were able to retain both their lives and sanity. I gathered whoever I could, isolated the source of the danger, and sent out a distress signal. We were adrift waiting for help to come and fighting off mad crew members. Then you arrived. So the Chaos Bomb patch was meant for me, who was a sender. As far as I'm aware, the order came from Conrad Voldvir, the Master of Whispers in the Road Trader's retinue. It is likely he arranged the delivery, either personally or through intermediates. Based on the deep purse, the blasted traitor beat us to the doors and is now free to act with impunity. It would not surprise me to find out that this was the work of sorcery. How else could you reach the world in such short time? Here to do his vessel with legitimate powers and whose lasted activities remain a mystery to all. Believe me, Ignatius, an individual like your former master of whispers would not stop at sending a chaos artifact in his attempt to destabilize your protectorate. I'll pause and ask bluntly, then almost brazenly. Your reaction suggests that you are not expecting a package of this sort. That is good to know. I am almost convinced myself the road trader was deliberately collecting chaos artifacts. I am not tainted by chaos, and I know nothing of this package. I give you my word as a road trader. He gives you a searching look and bows his head. I beg your pardon, your lordship. I saw the terrible death, the entire truth with my own eyes. I was forced to bring the ship out of the warp by means of an emergency maneuver, and then I had to fight my former comrades, insane and twisted. I am tired. However, the sender wanted all this. Han makes a sweeping gesture at the destruction and corpses of the crew members around him. To happen to your ship, not ours. Were you not affected by the mutations of madness? Well, that depends. I was born a mutant, you see. Han smiles grimly naturally. Never taught to resist the influence of chaos, and so I have been as best I could. But I will be frank with you. I cannot be certain that I have avoided it completely. There have been no visible indications yet. Han doesn't appear to be lying. It is impossible to gauge the extent of the artifact's influence on him. Where's the artifact now? When the tension and the posture engaged before even more noticeable, I have placed inside the protective sarcophagus more reliable than the previous repository. Unfortunately, an artifact as powerful as this one could not be destroyed under these circumstances, or rather I had no assurance that it would not disintegrate every one of us or scatter us across several light hours of neighboring space. But once we are off the ship, I will absolutely find a way to destroy the vile thing. I would like to look at the artifact. Special mountain highlight. You want to see the trinket that nearly wiped out the whole crew? Why? I have seen enough to stop anyone else from coming anywhere near it. I will give my life if I must to prevent that thing from hurting any more people. Trust me. Hunter discharging looked and nods. I will have to take you at your word as I have no other choice. But what will become of me and the remaining crew? Maybe the remnants of the crew will be terminated. These people are beyond salvation. They're corrupted by chaos. There, my word is law, and no one would dare to take issue with you despite the mutations. These are my people. We lived through this nightmare together. I'm responsible for them. All of us leave the ship, or none of us do. And none of you do. Grab that. Standard Plasmodon, Aquila Pendant. Mines. Unseal the container. As your touch stops, a slight shiver runs through you. The lock gives in easily, but it feels like the temperature in the room drops several degrees. The moment the lid opens, inside an ordinary VOTS, a series of scratches runs along the casing, forming odd symbols. Tiny red balls are sliding and rolling between them. It is blood behaving like mercury. As You feel slightly nauseous. A cacophony of rasping, muttering voices emerge somewhere at the edge of your consciousness, whispering in unintelligible words. With the pinch of his metadendrite snapping, Pascal bites out. The spirit of the machine has been wounded by something unknown. I sense it. It is an electromagnetic respiration. I recommend immediate purification. Gives the order to lay the mines.
This is intriguing.
Additionally, footwear. Whenever the wearer uses a navigator power, they gain 15% dodge.
Is there money to be made?
Did I not grab it? Alright, we got that. Jump down to here. Head over to here. Void dot alpha row. Alright, head over to here. I've collected planetary data that may be of interest to you. Cost.
I always keep my options open.
Double check this real fast. At 59 profit factor. Fucking all sorts of stuffed up right now. Boop. Come down here. Select all. Architect Matro battery. 4 shots, dealing 27. Plasma battery, 3 for 33, 3 for 33. So I could go full if I want to. Those flashlights be fired from kinetic macro cannons. To here. Jump up to here. Talk to the master of seals. Jump to here. Void ship remains. Head to here. Orders not determined. The ship we approach belongs to, but the telemetry reveals it is an Imperial vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there's air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders? I shall lead the troop personally. We walked down the same passage, in the same bays, day after day. We who are born, live, and die to the hum of the ship's machines. We forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us in the glory of the Imperium. So let us have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the guardian and commander of every good and honest soul upon the void ship, and the time he boarded the vessel named Fireborn. Like the dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its onwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the road trader's crew were to become scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan. Our Lord Captains oversaw the expedition personally. He decided to transfer his gaze of the Audra ray on the damaged ship. Even souls as dark as hers submit to Lord Captain's will. The Audra's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed to be least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After an exchange of series of trills and wobbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech police responsible for the Audras reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in the operation in the service bay. Lord Captain's next step was to see what Iridara has to say. Hostile eyes upon her, Adira sank into the trance, and when she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all. It was a section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in the sector. The service bay was the least damaged section, and Adira spoke of it with no particular interest. Scout units waiting. The Lord Captain had decided which of the three teams he would lead, and which two would be entrusted to other officers. Let here be known the names of these honest people who stood before our road trader. In that moment, the taciturn and grave Yun Ho Sword, whose word was firm as a handshake, Captain Vestes, whose jokes would be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5, Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units back when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on the deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the ship would be difficult. The units would be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passages, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave team would be the delicate thread of a Vox link. And so, after weighing up his options, the Lord Captain chose to go with heading to the bridge. From here on, we will relay the events based on what we learned from the witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttle started up after one after another and dispersed each heading for its selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then, finally, the road trader stepped onto the cold deck of the dead ship. The light of the torch revealed the sign in the gloom, Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Vox master, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova Von Dyen, registered at Kivia Gamaport. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. The ship's days or even hours of existence were numbered. From all sides came the sound of distant trembling. The floor underfoot trembled. Every now and then the Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when he suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against his neck, followed by a soft sigh, almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, and then fell silent. The only thing was the Lord Captain stood entirely alone, with all his willpower as to not succumb to fear. From now on, we relate where simple mortals would already be trembling and weeping. The road trader only gritted his teeth. Shrieks and moans would be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Yun Hao's own, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their comrades who had fallen victim to the uncanny terror, and who had struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, through those scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared from the Vox, which was tuned to the second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but desperately pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on, wait. Is it moving? The words were cut off by a strangled wheeze and static. Yun Ho-san listens to the transmission, the final rasp, with a surprising calm expression, then presses the Vox button in a similarly calm voice, and let loose a stream of fluid swearing, which centered on casting aspirations on the interlocking intellectual capabilities. Turning to the road trader, he remarked, "Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Vesti from the second unit is well known for his pranks." Crap, the Lord Captain's with you, comes Vesti's voice from the speakers, followed immediately by, "My sincere apology, Lordship. I just wanted to spook the guys a little." He would be severely disciplined upon the expedition's completion and demand a report on his unit's activities. Show leniency. For that unit's foray was far proceeded without incident, mythical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew or bodies, or for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the debt section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. Best unit headed off to carry out their orders while the road trader and his team continued on. After spending several hours wandering down the dead passage, Janssen's unit and the road trader reached the bridge of the Fireborn. The oppressive feeling had not dissipated. It was as though the bulkhead of the ships were steeped in the terror and pain of the people who had vanished without a trace from these deaths. On their way there, the unit had found no signs of a struggle or bodies of the crew, and that served only to deepen their unease. After examining the bridge, the scout unit discovered that the captain's principal cogstator was still functional. The final logged entry was identified, a damaged pit recording that no one in the unit was eager to view. Proximity to the cogstator alone was unsettling enough, and with each passing second remaining on the bridge was becoming more and more difficult. Took the wrist and watched the recording. The recording contained a message from Captain Nova Van Dyke. It was almost impossible to make anything out in the pit, only the captain's hand gripping the edge of the table and flashes of iridescent light. The captain was speaking crisply, almost calmly, but there was also short, almost inaudible breaths, exactly what the road trader's team had encountered when they had first boarded the ship. And it even seemed that those sounds were coming not from the recording, but from the gloom-drenched corners of the bridge itself. TVA jam has fallen. The Fireborn broke orbit under fire from the unknown enemy and left the system. Captain Von Dyke, and on the recording with the tone of an officer reporting to her superiors. We encountered pathological warp activity. The crew is reporting failures in the Dellerfield system. The ship is doomed. Whoever finds this recording, I ask you hold a prayer service for our souls. I also ask you hold a prayer service for souls. I also ask you take the family relic of the Von Dyke line from TVA Gamma. The relics are stored. The captain then specified the location of her family's vault and the access code. The recording ended. There was nothing left to do. Nothing left on the shuttle deck. It was time to return to the shuttle. A message came in from the unit led by the seasoned unflappable Dramatina. The captain's methodical report on all service-based sections her team had already examined. They had found nothing of value. They found no bodies. There had been no incidents, and the search was proceeding as normal. The unit was waiting for further instructions from the Lord Captain. The salient points in Dre Matthias' exhaustive report, and this lists the areas that warranted a more thorough search. After returning to the shuttle, Nathan received reports about the Fireborn status. The dead priest also relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the auger gaze, insistent on curtailing their operation as soon as possible, fearing immediate destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and returned to the shuttle with the valuable payload taken from the dead ship stores. The Dramatina unit had explored the ship's bay without incident and, not wasting any time, had marked valuable components for later disassembly and transfer to the road trader ship. The units assembled at the shuttles, and the Lord Captain gave his final order and Drim of the Drim expedition. Honor the memory of the captain and her crew. Recite a memorial prayer to the Omniscient in honor of the ship, a fallen wonder of engineering. The last request of the fallen captain had been fulfilled. The improvised funeral had been a brief military salute, and the road trader himself reciting a prayer for the souls of the Fireborn. Just as any honest servant of the Emperor who has dedicated their lives to voyaging through the darkness would honor their fellows and mourn their deaths. Time was up. The scouting party returned to their ship, and with one last look at the Fireborn, the road trader, for that is which was born in fire, should also perish in fire. Yeah. Um, already scanned the arid world. A giant rain on the planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Examine the rain. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These were the rains discovered by the ship's observers, a strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or nefarious Xeno structure turned out to be a quirk of nature and a tragic one at that. Provisions. Monitor detected wreckage in the void ship vicinity, but the exact nature of the threat remains unclear. Where is TV Gamma? Jump to there. Blessed holy gifts. Alright, now jump over to here. Head over to TV Gamma. Alright. Now increase our profit factor. We need efficiency. Execute that. So I have a feeling I know where the spot's at. It should be here.
Always keep your eye on them.
It should be this. Now it sets access code and sets in motion a mechanism. Anything good in here? Flamer digi-weapon, a marvelous combat weapon in the form of a ring that allows the wearer to fire a flame shot stream once per combat. Not that.
The machine god grants the insight.
connected there. All my little buddies.
I always have
Oh.
a backup plan.
Where is Foulstone? Thousand-foot relic. Doesn't block anything out. Go hit chance. Efficiency and complacency. Master of Seals. I think that's Foulstone. Yanis. There's Foulstone. Or the Foulstone. Word bearers. If Frigid, belonging to the word bearers, distorts a horrifying landing party on the colony, a small number of Chaos Space Marines level everything in their path. -2 +1. The Warbears effortlessly exterminate the thoroughly outmatched defenders and depart, their bloodless sated. The memory of the fallen defenders' heroism remains in the people's hearts. Colony reward gained, weapons ×2. Uh, Doris. It's Yanis. Need to get up to there. Pop that. You don't talk to the Master of Seals. Shit, I didn't see who I had with me. This. Give me Henritz. Um. Support tool that enhances the Overseer's combat capabilities. They support extrapolitation. To transmit the effects of the Overseer's abilities to multiple targets at once, healing and empowering groups of allies and weakening groups of enemies. Blondie Strike, Live Bait. I want that. Heresy. Overcharge. Weapon skill. Tunnels Medkit. Advanced tracking. Jesus, you have high lore Imperium. Get your persuasion up. Stronger together. Moving the surface or swarm deals 10 shot damage to each enemy it passes. Okay, so Fellowship's your main one. Persuasion. There, I'm hardly ever going to use you, so... Grab solid weapon. Grab Laz. Fellowship. Commerce. Provocation symbol. Signal. As Palace Adeptus Administratum, identifying your lordship, please follow me.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Direction to reach your destination. Your visit has been logged.